right, Marty, thank you very much. Time is 7:44. It is time for this month's edition of Wealth Wednesday. Today we're talking about something that really happens to a lot of us, what to do if you lose your wallet.
Yeah, not good news there. For more on the steps you need to take if this ever happens to you is our good friend and wealth advisor, Jarrett Felton. Jarrett, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Every day's a holiday and every meal's a feast.
I love that.
It is.
I love when you say that. I feel like we need it put up on the board right there or something.
We can try that out next time.
Great.
We should.
All right.
We should.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, so what do we do if we lose our wallet? I think we've all been in a situation where we've either lost it or you go through that panic of, I think I lost it, and then 2 hours later you find it, you know, in between the cushions on the couch or something.
I find myself doing the pat down sometimes, and I'm either looking for my wallet or my cell phone. Maybe next time we'll talk about losing a cell phone.
Okay.
Got it, fair enough. That's probably more serious for me. But anyway, in the event something like this takes place, first thing I always want to do is just trace my steps. Probably when I was in my 20s and early 30s, yes, I'm 42, a little older now, a little wiser, I would probably panic and call the bank immediately and tell them that everything has been lost, stolen, or something is wrong, sound the alarm. But now, I try and just calm down, retrace my steps. That's probably the simplest and easiest thing to do. If you're with someone, ask them where you all have been, and that's the first thing I would do. Second thing I would do is actually call the bank and let them know that whatever was in my wallet is now gone, attached to these set accounts. On some of the previous conversations that we've had with debit cards, if those are stolen and utilized, you could be liable for actually the dollars that are withdrawn from your account if there is identity theft and people get access to it. Whereas with credit cards, you can actually dispute them. So I'll notify the banks. Next thing I would do is maybe set up some credit card alerts through maybe Credit Karma or Experian. I'm not a spokesperson for them, maybe one day. But for now, you can set up alerts in case there's any activity on your credit score. I would maybe even go as so far, depending on where you were and what you had in your wallet, of notifying the credit bureaus. And this is something you can do for free. You can call literally Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, put a freeze on your credit profile. So that means no new credit can actually be authorized in your name. Just know that once you put that on, you can't yourself even take out new lines of credit, mortgage, credit card, or anything of the sorts, and you have to take it off manually in order to do so. So there's like a number of different steps that I would personally take. And last but not least, in your wallet, if you keep a driver's license or a social security card, I've seen a lot of people, older clients of ours, do have their social security cards in a wallet, maybe even filing a police report, because you may need to actually have that police report to get a new driver's license or even a social security card.
Wow, that was a lot all at once.
I didn't even really breathe that much.
All good things, all good things, things that people absolutely need to know. I feel like, you know, it's something that people say so often, oh, I lost my wallet, I lost my purse, something like that. It is a much more serious issue. When you think about all of the things kept in your wallet or your purse, you know, social security card, driver's license,
Well, to that point, are there certain things we should not be keeping in the wallet?
Aside from the social security card.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I think nowadays, like for me, I'll just speak from personal experience. When I travel, I only have a credit card, and I do actually carry some cash on me just in case. When I get to my destination, whether it's business trip or a vacation, usually it's business, I don't like vacation, don't judge me, Dan. I will actually use this old school safe that they have in the hotel rooms. And sometimes I will put maybe a card in there and a little bit of cash, leave it in there, and then the rest I'll keep on my person. And in the event something gets ever lost, stolen, or otherwise misplaced, at least I have a backup somewhere while traveling. Because the worst thing you could do is when you're traveling, you lose all your stuff. And we've all heard, I'm sure, some pretty wild horror stories about that.
Yeah,
what do we think of the digital wallets? Should we keep our cards, our account info in our Apple Pay, our Google Pay, our...
You know, that seems to be the way of the world. Technology is kind of moving in that direction. Who am I to get in the way of that? I think for convenience sake, yes, that's going to work out well. I think if there are some evil people out there that are looking to try and hack stuff, they're going to do what they want to do. But we just have to try and work on the things that we can actually control. So I don't think people should stop using those digital wallets and things of that nature. When you say digital wallet, I think of like crypto.
No.
But for that sake, if people do have crypto, put it on a cold storage so it's offline, so it can't be hacked. Just saying.
Jarrett, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Hit everybody with your website and your social media.
Sure, at Investment, it's investment.com. Thank you for today.
Jarrett Felton. More information on Fox Rochester after the show.